today's video, I would like to show you how to view a trigger log, trigger execution log. So we have our sample account that we're testing and a trigger. Right button click on the trigger and click on View Process Messages. And let's look at this particular one. Do right button click and View Message. The message appears. This will be the message that we're processing. And let's look at the trigger process log. Here, ThinkAutomation shows the log of activity that it took while executing the trigger, the date and time, and the stuff in red we already taken care of in the previous video. That's giving us a very clear explanation of what happened. Fails to open the database using connection, and this was the connection string we created, and here is the error message: cannot open that VentureWorks 2014 requested by login. The login failed, and etc. So we took care of the login issue by giving the security, sufficient security to ThinkAutomation server service. And then the next line here says c:\orders.csv updated. That's where we append a record to a .csv file inside the trigger, and it says a report exported to PDF file c:\order_ and some serial number. It set the variable, executed the snippet, okay. This didn't execute because there was no sender in the email. Here, there is no sender here. And I'll explain later why there is no sender. It attempted to send a message to dad@mydomain.com. The message is was added to an outbox. A second email to orders@mydomain was added to outbox, and the message was scheduled to be sent on such and such date, March 5, 2017. That's the schedule action. We'll visit that. Alright, so the trigger looked up the GeoIP data and found GeoIP data for this IP address. That's one of the actions there. And variable GeoIP city set to United States. And message, another third message was added to the outbox. So let's check at the outbox. Did the messages really go out? Let's take a look. So how do we look at the outbox? Let's exit the if we click on the service status, you could see I already looked at the outbox. There is mail server status and outgoing emails log. That's what you click, and I see that added. So 3 messages were added to the out queue, to the relay queue actually. And now we see that the message was not added to the relay queue because there was no MX record found. And we have a bunch of these messages. MX record is mail exchange, exchange server. I believe that's what it stands for. So now we need to be able to have a server that has a valid MX record. So how do we do that? Click on File, and you will see the mail server options. Click on the mail server options. Send outbound emails via smart host needs to be enabled. So my understanding is that here are the settings for the inbound emails, and here are the settings for, where you display. Here are the settings where you fill in the parameters for the relay server that has a valid exchange record. So I chose to use smtp.gmail.com. That's the relay server, SMTP relay server that Gmail offers to for relaying non-Gmail emails. Okay, security has to be SSL, and SMTP port number has to be 465. You have to put in username, your full username, and the password. The use client sender is checked by the default, and we can click on send test, and here is the fun part. Alright, so failed to connect, and we see the log. The log so far looks good. Looks good so far. Nothing draws attention. This is the interesting part here. What does it say? It says please log in via your web browser and then try again. Learn more at such and such address. So, long story short, and let's click on OK. I logged into my Gmail, and here is the email from the Google. Google gave me a warning, and basically Google thinks that it's by allowing to relay from the application, I'm opening my email to vulnerability, possible vulnerability. So, but I'm going, and I'm given an option to allow this less secure connection. Alright, so I click. Access for less secure application, click turn on and update it. So which means now Google actually allowed me to access, so I'm going to try again. I'm back in Parker software, going back into the mail server, and I'm going to click on send test again. Test email sent, okay, successful. So let's pause this video and we'll continue with this demo, working with this trailer. in the next video. Thank you